You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday, Audrey talks business, and on Tuesday and Thursday, she talks about AI. Grab a pen and some paper so you can take notes. Now on with the show.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. A little cloudy, a little damp, but it's still beautiful. 60 degrees, only going up to a high of 63, but it's still nice outside. I went outside, I did my little morning meditation and all that good stuff, and outside and just hanging out in with nature for a second. So anyway, glad to be here with you this morning. Today is Talk Tech Tuesday, and of course, I'm talking AI. And let me tell y'all something. This is a good segment. It's not good just because I'm the one bringing it to you, but this is a good segment, and it really should be a wake up call for so many of us. Like, we are living in some really strange times and really strange days right now, as just people in general, and it's so crazy because this is going to affect so many people. Um, with the new administration coming in, I read an article and it was talking about how Walmart is rolling back its DEI program. So, for those of you who don't know, that stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And they came out with this program back in, I think it was 2019, when George Floyd died, and everybody wanted to support Black folks and people of color and all that good stuff, which was great, right? Because a lot of times we don't get that type of support. And so they rolled out these plans and it helped a lot of people. But honey, they're about to roll them all back. This new administration was like, we don't need DEI. And guess what? The companies that started the program apparently don't believe they needed it either. Now, the crazy part about that is, it kind of scares me a little bit, right? Because for one, I went to a Walmart in Mississippi, and they had a huge self checkout area. I'm talking about huge, and I was like, wow. I mean, you walk in. You know how you go to like a Burlington and you gotta walk through the, even if you go to Office Depot, you have to walk through stuff to get to the register so you can buy stuff on your way to the register. That's how most stores are. So the Walmart had a circular walkway like that. So you walk down the side and then you come around and then you walk inside this circle, and this is all of these checkout machines, self checkout machines. And they had a few workers there, but they had way more self checkout machines than they had workers. So that let me know right then and there that that job is going to be gone. That is already gone, right? But when you think about Walmart and its DEI program, the program was put in place to support um, businesses of color, to include and provide equity in the corporate world. Now, part of me want to say they punks, right? That's the first thing I want to say. They punks. They letting the new administration come in and punk them, because that's what it sounds like to me. I could be totally wrong because I'm not in the corporate over there with them, but it really sounds like either they're punks or this is how they really feel, right? So that was that. I was like, okay, is this how they really feel, or are they punks? It's one or the other. Either way, they're both bad, in my opinion. So Walmart has decided to roll back its DEI program, and Walmart is like one of the largest private employers in the United States, one of the largest. Is scaling back because of external pressures. So that sounds like you're a punk to me. But here's my thing: Walmart is a multi generational billion-dollar company, right? Let me say that again. Walmart is a multi generational billion-dollar company. What pressures are you under? You call the shots for Walmart, right? And that's my thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know the ins and out of Walmart, but I think you're a punk. Here's the thing. Today's topic is about why you need to think about starting a company that you don't need to have DI. You don't need to focus on government contracts, because trust me, all of that is about to be out of the window. Now, you may be able to get some local government contracts on the local level, depending on your local government. If your local government is like some of these local governments that I'm seeing now, you probably still won't get a contract. So while we're running around trying to get certified and all of, which are great things, right? But the new administration coming in could care less about who we are. They could care less about doing business as a disadvantaged business owner. They don't care, women business owner. They don't care about any of those things, right? Really, all they really care about is themselves. So I can't see any time being spent creating programs that's going to support the disadvantaged business owners, enterprises, women business enterprises, small business enterprises. I just don't see any time being spent on any of that stuff. So it's just going to fall by the wayside. This is just my opinion, but this is what I believe. And the reason I say that is because I'm looking at what's happening like right now. Most of the people who went out and voted, and they said they voted because they felt like the economy was going to be bad. Well, the economy is going to get worse because if you have not seen the news, there was a press conference that the president elect said yesterday, and he was like, "Look, I'm about to slap a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico." Well, you need to go and look and see what we buy from Mexico. All of our fruits mostly come from Mexico, right? All of so people are saying, well, is that because they want? And this is not political, all, but I have to tell you the backstory so I can get to the point of why you need to be thinking about starting an AI company or tech company. Um, Most of our fruits come in from Mexico, right? Now, here's the kicker to that. Most people think, well, if he slap a tariff on them, we won't be able to buy the goods because they're going to cost too much, and we can start our own farms over here and do it. Well, who's going to work the farms? Because the people that actually work the farms are the ones that are being deported. So this is going to be a hot mess, and it's going to be a hot mess for 4 years. And so you need to position yourself right now to stabilize. You need to position yourself right now to increase your income. And people, I'm telling you, I see people just sitting around twiddling their thumbs thinking this ain't going to happen. It is going to happen. And it's going to be devastating for so many people. That does not have to be you. You listen to the sound of my voice. And even if you're not in the United States going through our craziness, wherever you are, think about what you need to do for you and your family and how you need to stabilize them and make sure that they're okay. Okay, so Walmart has said, you know what, we're rolling back our DEI. Harley Davidson has said we're rolling back our DEI. John Deere has said we're rolling back our DEI. Everybody is rolling back their DEI. Now here's the thing. This is what Walmart recently announced. It says they're ending racial equality training programs for the staff. Did you hear what I just said? They're ending racial equity training programs for the staff. That's one of the things they're going to get rid of. They don't feel like they need equity training programs anymore, so they're going to roll them back. Evaluating supplier diversity programs that increase partnerships with women, minorities, and underrepresented groups. They're going to roll that back. So think about this. Everybody was sold one. I want to get in Walmart. I want to get. Now you probably won't be able to get in Walmart, right? But you don't need that. Set up your own store and drive traffic to your store. Yes, Walmart is major. It is major. But there are so many ways for you to do it for yourself. You got to do it for yourself. I don't care what anybody says, right? Those programs are great, but they're rolling them back. So what are you going to do? You're going to sit around and whine and cry? You can't do that. You don't have that luxury right now. You need to stabilize your family, stabilize your community, roll up your sleeves, do the hard work, and it's hard. I've been doing it for 27 years. It is absolutely hard, but you can do it. And tech is changing that for you. It doesn't have to be super hard like it used to be. Walmart is also scaling back funding for initiatives like Pride and other events. They're scaling that back. Not extending their for racial equality, not extending their Center for Racial Equity, a $100 million commitment to address racial disparity. They say they're not extending that. That's done, right? This rollback isn't isolated. It's not. And somebody named Robbie Starbuck is taking credit for all these changes. They're happy about this. They're taking credit for it. They're happy. Listen, it's going to happen. You don't control Walmart. You don't control John Deere. You don't control Harley Davidson. You don't control any of these people. Only thing you can control is you. And it's time for you to put your big girl panties on, put your big boy underwears on, and let's get to work. Pull up your boots, put your bootstraps together, let's go. Because it's go time. It is go time right now. You don't have the luxury of sitting around waiting to see what's gonna happen. You don't have that luxury because it's gonna be an effing mess. That's what's gonna happen. And I've been trying to steer clear of politics ever since November the 6th. I've been trying to steer clear. However, when I see things like this, it's like you can't walk around with blinders on. It's not gonna go away. The fruit that's coming in is not going to come anymore. So what are you going to do? You're going to go out and start a farm? Well, how are you going to do that? Do you own some land? Are you going to work the farm? Okay, 1619. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say about that. Somebody got to work them farms. Somebody got to do it. Is it going to be you? I'm just asking a question. Asking a question. Asking for a friend. I'm just saying. Now, I'm looking at where I am right now, where we are right now as a society, as a world, and as a global world, global economy. Technology is moving so fast. It is changing the game so fast. And I want you to be a part of it because you need to stabilize. They're not, listen, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's come. They're talking about cutting Social Security. Do you know how scary that is for my poor little uncle who that's what he depends on to live? Social Security. They're talking about they're gonna cut $2 trillion off our debt, right? Where's the money gonna come from? It's gonna come from education. It's gonna come from Social Security. That's what it's gonna come from. The things they feel are just wasteful. Medicaid, Medicare. It's gonna come from those things. The things that people need to live off of. So you need to stabilize not just for yourself, but you need to stabilize for your family. You need to make sure that you're in a position where these things don't affect you. I remember when the when we had this recession in 2008, 2009, I had just house in 2006. And yes, I got caught up in one of those bad marriages. It was like a marriage. One of those bad mortgages, 80/20. One bank held 20% of my mortgage and another bank held 80%. I didn't know. I just wanted my house. It was exciting. I lived in this beautiful neighborhood in the suburbs of New Jersey. My mortgage was $3,993 a month. My electric bill was running between 6 to 800 a month. My taxes was 9,000 a year. I wasn't thinking. So I spent a and then when I realized what was going on, I started to pull all of my hair out because I didn't know any better, right? But that doesn't have to be you. When that crash happened, we all got caught. We got caught blindsided because we didn't know. This doesn't happen to me. This does not have to be you because you know. Because economists are talking to you, your news people are talking to you. Hell, I'm talking to you. I'm trying to get y'all to understand that this is not something to play with. You don't want to be caught with your hands down. You don't want to be caught just I'm gonna wait and see, I'm gonna wait and see. You want to make sure that you secure your financial future. You want to make sure that you have enough money to make moves if you need to make moves. I honestly believe in everything. I mean, we run into some really rough times. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I'm just saying that because I want you to be prepared. Now, me personally, I'm going to be okay because I have learned how to use all of this tech to do the things I need to do. I built Debt Crusher, right? I'm working on three more apps, one with a partner and then two of my own. So I'm not worried about it because I'm understanding that I had to take the time to sit here and learn how to do these things so that I can make sure that if we need to make moves, we can make big moves. Not just moves, like big moves. Like if we need to go, we can go. If we need to move around, we need to go to the grocery store because eggs gonna be about $10 a carton. Y'all laughing, but listen, who gonna work the farms? Who gonna take care of the farm animals? If all of the people that take care of the farm animals about to be deported back to where they came from, who's going to do it? You? I'm just asking a question. Who's going to grow the vegetables? You? I'm looking at aquaponics right now to put in vertical farms so we can have food. I'm looking at that from like vegetables in my house. Like that, those are the things I'm looking for. You may call me a doomsday prepper, maybe I am, but I don't want to be caught handed. I don't want to be caught with my pants down, and you shouldn't either. So what I'm going to do, we're going to talk about AI and how you can leverage these tools to make sure that you stabilize your family, help stabilize your community, help make sure that you're okay. When these crazy times really kick off in January, because they're going to kick off January 20th, I listen, they're going to kick off that we have been promised that they will kick off January 20th. We have been promised that. And so you need to be prepared. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to a song and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about how to leverage AI to position yourself for stability. Even if you don't know how to code, even if you're afraid, if you know how to speak and read English, you're going to be okay. Did you hear what I just said? In all your own language. Here in the United States is English, but if you're somewhere else and you live in another country and you know how to speak your language and you know how to type it in, you're gonna be okay. So I'm gonna go to this song and then I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna dive into AI, how to leverage it, how to create something that you own, so you'll be okay. All right, stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Woke up in the morning, the skies ain't gray. New dawn rising, no more decay. Passion and dreams ain't here to delay. Future in my past can't keep me at bay. Street lights flicker, echo in the night. Hustle so strong, focus my sight. Cracks Footprints in the pavement, road still tight. From the mud to the stars, taking my flight. Change is coming soon, feel it in my bones. Heartbeats pounding, breaking old stones. New chapter begun, kingdom and thrones. Shouting from rooftops, hear the tone. Whispers in the alley, secrets untold. Life like poker, world in unfold. Chasing truth, seeking pure gold. No more shadows, future unfolds. Wheels keep turning, grinding late night. Dream chase ferocious in a fight. Clocks don't stop, living this hype. Break the chain, step to the light. Change is coming soon, feel it in my bones. Heartbeats pounding, breaking old stones. New chapter begun, kingdom and thrones. Shouting from rooftops, hear the tone. Strangers coming soon, feel it in my bones. Heartbeats pounding, breaking old stones. New chapter begun, kingdom and thrones. Shouting from rooftops, hear the tone. Whispers in the alley, secrets untold. Life like poker, world in unfold. Chasing truth, seeking pure gold. No more shadows, future unfolds.
Welcome back, welcome back. A change is coming soon. That's one of my songs, y'all. That's one of my songs. God, I love this whole AI thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'll talk about more about that later. So listen, welcome back to listen to the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Today is Talk Tech Tuesday, and we're talking AI and why you need to be thinking about starting your own tech business, even if you don't know how to code, even if you're deathly afraid of tech. I'm gonna tell you, you need to stop being deathly afraid of tech because it's a lot easier than you think. So in 2022, in November 2022, we heard about this thing called Chat GPT. It came on the scene and it made a blast. It bust out and everybody lost their mind. It went to like 100 million users like in like a month or something crazy. The fastest growing app ever to be recorded in the history of technology. And it has not stopped since it started. And it's been 2 years now. It's 2 years old this month. But here's the thing that it did. Even though it burst into the scene and it helped a lot of people understand, like, okay, I can do this and I can do that, it has literally changed the game. ChatGPT and other AI platforms has changed the game for you and I, for us, the non-coders. Now, when it first came out, there were some people that were really upset. The coders, they were saying, you know what, this it doesn't do all the things you need it to do. There are some really, 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 really smart people out there who learn how to put these things together and make things happen. Now, what does that mean for you and I? Well, that means it gives you the opportunity to create your own applications, your own SaaS, which stands for software as a service. Think about that. So when you go to debtcrusher.pro, debtcrusher.pro, check it out. That's a SaaS app that I created in about 2 days. And that was me being a perfectionist. And I still got to make some changes, but it's live. A SaaS means that someone's going to go there, they're going to click on the button, they're going to pay for the service, and they're going to keep paying until they decide they don't want to pay, then they cancel the service. That's called a SaaS. I don't have to do anything but promote it and make sure that the back end tech is running smoothly. Make sure all the bugs are out. If someone sends me a complaint about, hey, I tried to do this and this happened, that's my job now. I don't have to do anything. If they don't send me any information, any questions about anything, I just promote like I'm doing right now. Hey, go check out debtcrusher.pro. That's a SaaS product. I Did you hear what I said? I did that in 2 days. I don't know how to code. I do know how to type. I learned how to type in 10th grade. I know English. I learned that since I was born, and I typed in some prompts and I said, this is what I wanted to do. And then I went through the process. And in 2 days I had a workable process. I think I spent more time on that green pig than the app itself. So what does that mean for you? That means that right now, think of a problem. I need you to think of a problem that technology can solve. I need you to think of a problem that you have in your everyday life. Think of that is in everybody's life, unless you just uberly rich and it's not a problem for you. But 99% of us are not uberly rich, and there is some form of debt that's in our life. Whether you got two credit cards or one credit card, and it's up to the limits, that's debt. You got student loans, you got a mortgage, you got a car note, that's debt. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know how to budget. So when I created Debt Crusher Pro, I put all of those things in there. I have a calculator at the bottom because I needed you to go in there and find out where you were financially. Um, I have built-in AI coach. The Debt Crusher is an AI coach built in to coach you through some process. I even put in a way for you to learn how to make some money, because most of the time people say they can't get out of debt because they can't make enough money. So I put that inside of Debt Crusher Pro. So I put all these things inside of Debt Crusher Pro because I felt like these are the things that's gonna help people move forward. Why do I feel like that? Because I have debt. I have 4 credit cards, right? And that's in a car note. That's my debt. And I don't like having debt. I don't like creating debt. Like, they send me credit card offers all the time. Like, I don't want that. I don't need no more credit cards. And as a matter of fact, I'm about to drop 2 of those. Like, I'm gonna pay them off this year, and I'm gonna drop them and put them inside a drawer somewhere. So I created that for me to help people get out of debt. Right now, I'm telling you, I want you to stop for a second. Listen to the sound of my voice. I want you to stop for a minute. Stop what you're doing. Now, if you're driving, don't stop, unless you pull over to the side of the road out of danger. But stop for a second and think about a problem that's in your life. Right? Listen to other people. If you can't think of one that's in your life, listen to other people. I'm creating an app, 2 apps right now. Um, one app is for parents. Why? Because I heard them say some things. I'm like, oh, that'll be cool. One app is for a industry that we all need. I can't tell y'all what it is, but it's an industry that we all need, and that's with a partner. And then another app is for wellness. Why? Because it's stuff we all need. And I'm looking at it from my perspective. Like, everything that I'm pretty much creative is from my perspective. Like, okay, this is what I see. Like, with the one for the industry person, that person my partner works in that industry. So he knows the problem that solves. With the one for parents, I'm a parent. So I know the problem that one will solve. And the one for wellness, I'm a 57-year-old woman. I know some problems that could solve. You know what I'm saying? There are some problems that I believe that I could solve with these apps. So think about a problem that you can solve, that you could get paid for. I don't want you to go out there talking about coaching, because it's oversaturated. Is there room for everybody? It is. But listen, it's going to be much harder for you to sell coaching versus this app that you're going to build, right? I want you to think about the problem that you're going to solve. I want you to think about the outcome that you want people to have. And I want you to start to look at platforms. Now, um, tech businesses right now, there are a lot of companies that's popping up that you can use no code, which means you don't have to know how to code anything. And there are some amazing ones out there. As a matter of fact, PickAxe is one of them. In the description, there is a link to PickAxe. That's the one that I built Debt Crusher on. The other two that I'm building, they're going to be built on different platforms. But I built Debt Crusher on that platform, PickAxe, right? The other two, they're more complicated, so I can't build them over there. I have to build them on other platforms. So the platforms that I like, and the platforms that you can look at, one is called Bubble, Bubble. Very good. Huge, kind of like a huge learning curve. I mean, when I say huge, I mean you're probably gonna take about 3 months to learn, 3 to 6 months to learn Bubble, right? Because you have to learn how to use it. Webflow, right? Webflow. And Zapier. Everybody talks about Zapier. Zapier is like an automation tool that integrates with pretty much every kind of software on the planet. Like over 6,000 softwares that you can go in there and build around Zapier to make stuff work. That's called low code. Then you have no code, like PickAxe. PickAxe is a no code software. No code. Like, you do nothing. You go there, just like you go to ChatGPT, right? You create what's called a pickaxe. You type in what you want your pickaxe to do, right? Now, in order for you to make money from that, you have to create what's called a pickaxe studio, right? So now you go in there and you create, let's say for instance, let me think of something real quick. Let's say you was doing a SAT tutor, and this is totally off the top of my head. Let's say you were doing an SAT tutor, right? And you went in there and you created you call it you call it SAT master, right? SAT master. And when you go to PickAxe, you're going to create one PickAxe that's going to be critical thinking, and you're going to type in all the stuff that makes it critical thinking PickAxe. Then you're going to create one that's going to give a whole bunch of questions. Let's say it's going to give you 1,000 questions on for English and reading. Then you're gonna go in there, you're gonna create another pickaxe that's gonna give you like math equations, right? So then you have three pickaxe. And I don't even, it's been a long time since I took the SAT. But let's say those are the four areas, the three areas of the SAT. So you're gonna create a pickaxe for each area. Then you're gonna take those pickaxe and put it inside a studio. And now you got, I might build this, y'all. I'm talking, but I might go build that thing. Because it takes me like 2 days, and then that may not even take 2 days. My Deck Crusher Pro had a lot of moving parts, and this one's got three pieces. I think Deck Crusher Pro, just one section had about 25 different inputs, user inputs in it. Just one section, one pickaxe had about 25 different user inputs. But I might build this SAT genie. So it's three. You got three parts of the SAT. Now you take those and you put them inside a studio on PickAxe, right? So that's PickAxe project. Go to the link inside the description. You can click on it. You can go there, and then you put them inside the studio, and then you set a fee for it. So if you can set it where you say they get to use it. Let's say you say $8, you get to use the program 4 times. $16, that's the next tier. You get to use it, 18 times. $28, you get to use it 72 times, right? Because somebody may need to keep taking the SAT simulation over and over. You train your pickaxe on the software. You train your pickaxe on the SAT. And then you sell that to parents so they can let their kids go online. You can sell it to the kids most of the time. You sell that service to the parents or to the children or to the school. And then now they can go on there and do simulations, SATs, right on their phone. It's simple. You don't have to go some. It's that simple. And that was a real simple tool that I just came up with. But I wanted you to see how all you did was type in some stuff. That's called no code. Low code is Bubble, Webflow, Zapier. You got to know a little bit of coding. You got to really go in there and study those platforms because it's going to take you a minute to understand how to use them and build stuff. Like the two apps that I'm building now, one is going to be on PickAxe, which is a simple, but the other two are very complex. So I know that the platforms that I'm using, they're complex, like Bubble, like Glide, like Adalo, Softer. Those are a little bit more complex. They build the type of stuff that I need to build, right? You don't have to do that. You don't have to go to the complex, go to PickAxe or something like that and build something simple. And then the thing I like about PickAxe, somebody go there and say, well, OJ, it looks like the same thing that Chat GPT does. It kind of do, but it's not. Because you can't sell the GPTs that you create on Chat GPT. You can't sell them. You can't monetize them. You can go there and you can create GPTs. I have a bunch of them on Chat GPT and they put it in the GPT store. I haven't made a dime. I already had people sign up for Debt Crusher Pro. I haven't made a dime yet with the GPTs. So you can't sell them, right? And not only that, they're not trained. It's not trained specifically on what you're trying to train on. If you know that you are an expert in HR, create an HR tool for HR professionals. If you know that you're an expert in yoga, create a tool for yoga enthusiasts. If you know that you're good at film editing, create a tool for that. If you know that you are a photographer and every piece of equipment and every lens, create something for that person that wants to become a photographer and have no idea what lens. Listen, I have a ring light in my office, right? And it has these buttons on it for me to change all these different the different colors or whatever or filters. Why do I need to do that? I didn't even look at it because I'm like, I don't feel like going to look for that. I'm just gonna leave it on the regular one. But there's somebody out there who really wants to know how to use a ring light. Right? So much stuff. And you can monetize that by either offering a subscription or in the case of the ring light, if you know your whole entire AI tool is based on a ring light, then what you need to do is become an associate with Amazon. And every single question that someone asks, in the answer, there should be an answer, but right below the answer should be a link to the ring light to Amazon. So every time they answer a question, they have an opportunity. Listen to what I'm telling you. Every time they ask your tool a question, your agent a question, and your agent gives them back an answer. Every time they do that, every time they receive that answer, there should be a link to your Amazon associate profile where they can buy a ring light because you specialize in ring lights. And that's how you're going to make your money, because you want your app to be free, but you really love ring lights and all the filters and the bags and different types. So your whole entire smart app is built around ring lights. And you monetize that with Amazon affiliate, the Amazon affiliate program. Do you understand what I'm saying? That may sound like it makes no sense. People are making millions from Amazon affiliates. If you go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, right, go to the article I did just today, right? You're gonna go in there. You're gonna see. I did an article. I did this article. So this is just a brief of the article. The whole entire article is on the website. Somewhere in there, say start a business. If you click on that little highlighted blue link, it's gonna take you straight to Amazon, to my affiliate program. And Amazon send me deposits when people click on that. That's called an affiliate program. So if you want to create something and give it away for free, that's what you do. You give it away for free. And then you monetize it with Amazon. Now, Amazon doesn't pay a whole lot of money. Let me just say that right now. But if you can get enough traction, it could pay a lot of money. But you got to do that work. So to create your tool is simple, using something like PickAxe. And then once you create the tool, you monetize. If you want to make it for free, you monetize with Amazon affiliates. And now your only job after that is to drive traffic to your tool, to your .com, to your hrpro.com, to your satpro.com. You're going to drive traffic to that. You're going to go out, you're going to hand out flyers, you're going to do social media posts, all the stuff that you got to do to grow that business. All the stuff that I do today to grow the business. So that's what this is going to level the playing field. There are people out there, and I haven't figured this part out. And I think I'm just not focused enough. There are people out there who are creating tools to create stuff like images, and they're selling the images. They're selling the tool that creates the image, and they're making a lot of money. I'm on the tool side. I just started on the tool side. And I know 2025 is going to be a blow up year for me because I've learned how to use the tools to create the tools. And I'm teaching people that. So if you go to aifounders.biz, you can become a part of our community, and you're gonna learn how to leverage these tools to create your own stuff. aifounders.biz. I wasn't gonna do this, but one of my friends asked me to, which is interesting because she asked me to, and then she didn't then she didn't enroll. But it's okay because there are people who really want to learn how to do these things, and it's gonna level the playing field for you. It's gonna give you some opportunities that you didn't have before, and in the times that we're about to move into, you need to make sure that you're stabilized. You need to make sure that you can make moves. And maybe you don't. Maybe I'm just assuming you need to make sure all these things. But here's the thing, if you want to make sure you're stabilized, if you want to make sure that you can make moves, if you want to make sure that you can stand on your own 2 feet because, the company that you've been trying to move up in, they decided to slap a glass ceiling over your head because they become punks because of the outside pressures, external pressures, and I got air quotes going. External pressures have made them become, we're going to kill all these DEI programs. We're going to kill everything. We're not helping you become racial equity equal anymore. We're not helping you do any of that stuff. You know, so they're killing those programs. So what does that mean for you? That means that you're going to get left behind most of the time. Come because you've been left behind before. Like before all of these programs came out, you had affirmative action and you had DEI, all these equity programs. They were put in place because you were left behind before. Now they all been removed. You're gonna be left behind again. You don't have to be because you can be the company that employs the people. You can be the company that builds something major that employ people and help them move up the ranks in your company. You can be that person, or you can say, what, I don't want to hire anybody, Audrey. I just want to do my own thing. That's kind of like where I am, y'all. I'm just right now. I don't want to be responsible for anybody. I just want to do my own thing. So I've acquired the skills to create stuff, and that's what I'll be doing, creating a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna create a bunch of stuff to sell though. I'm talking about the actual tool. Like I'm gonna create tools because I can, and I'm gonna sell them. I want to run them all. I probably got one or two that I actually want to run, but I have about 17 in my head right now that I'm gonna create and sell. I'm gonna put it on Flipper, and I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, there's a site called Flipper where you can put your tools on Flipper, your business on Flipper, and sell it. So I'm gonna create them and I'm gonna sell them on Flipper because I can, and I don't want to run them all. I want to run the two that I want to run, and that's it. One of them is the parent one is so cute. Somebody me though, they're gonna come to me with an offer that I cannot refuse, and I probably won't refuse it. I already know. The one that we're doing, I'm doing with my partner. Somebody's gonna come to us with an offer for that. He said it yesterday. Like, yeah, somebody's gonna come ask to buy this. I was like, yeah, they are. We got to make sure we're ready to sell it though. Because here's the thing: once we sell, we just go create something else. This is what I'm telling you. Like, you don't have to be worried about DEI, affirmative action, none of that stuff. What you need to focus on is learning how to use so you can create stuff that you can put on Flipper and sell, or that you can grow. Because that's what we are right now. We're in a space right now, the best time ever. It seems bad. When November 6th, I woke up and cried. I was sick to my stomach. However, it took me about 2 days to recover. And once I recovered, I said, okay, let me put my boots on because I got a lot of BS to walk in right now. I gotta think strategically. I gotta help folks. This is what I gotta do. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice, I'm asking you, go spend some time to learn these just type in no code, right? Or low code. And if you don't want to do any of that, just click the link in the description of the show and click on PickAxe. And then there's a link to AI Founders Network. Click on it and join the community. And then if you don't want to do that, just go to Fiverr and find your side hustle. But do something. Do something to save yourself because nobody, nobody is coming to save you. Not a person. Not one person. And it's sad to say, but true. It's time to stand on your own 2 feet. It's time to realize nobody's gonna pay you what you're worth. And I'm not saying this to be doom and gloom. I'm saying this because it has been shown over history that value you and your worth. They don't, right? But you got to start valuing yourself. I had to learn that the hard way. Like, I know I'm a smart person. I'm not saying that to be conceited. I'm really a very humble person. But I know people, they don't understand the way I think. My mother told me, and I'll never forget this. I asked her one time, I said, "What do you think my best quality is?" She said, "The way you think about things." That shook me because I didn't know she paid attention to the way I think about things. I didn't know she paid attention to that. She said the way you think about things. And I was like, wow. So to me, that was a deep answer because to know me and even think that of me, you have to be around me to know me to understand how I think about things. And I love my mother to life, man. I wish if I could bring her back, I would. But I didn't know she paid attention to me like that to say that about me. So, I know I'm a smart person, but I used to try to make people see how smart I was. I don't do that anymore. I know my worth. I know I'm smart. I know I can learn anything because God has gifted me that way. And I'm trying to help folks. But I'm honestly, I'm to the point where I'm almost tired of doing that because people are just dragging their feet thinking I'm gonna wait to see what's gonna happen and then it's gonna be too late. And I'm gonna tell you, call me what you want to call me. When I tried to help you, I tried to help you. I'm me and mine, gonna be in Bali somewhere, sipping on whatever Bali's drink of the island drink is, chilling, eating fresh fruit off the trees. Speaking of fresh fruit off the trees, I went to St. Lucia one time, and I don't know, I might have told this story before, but it's probably buried down in one of the 1100 episodes. I went to St. Lucia one time. We went on a trip. I was asked to speak about helping filmmakers get their films into distribution because Noise Media Network is my company. So I'm over and we're in the office and he was the prime minister or something. I forgot what he was. He was some elected official in the country. So I'm sitting in there. It's a bunch of us in the office. I'm sitting there and I'm looking. His back is to the window, which you should never sit to with your back to the window. That's bad feng shui. But I'm sitting there and his back is to the window. So I'm looking out the window and there's fruit hanging on this tree outside of the window and it's purple. And I'm sitting there going, what is that? It's purple, like dark purple. So when we got finished the meeting, I said, hey, what's that fruit right there? He said, that's a mango. I said, a purple mango? He said, oh yeah, we have 52 varieties of mangoes on this island. And it was literally hanging on the tree outside of his office. Well, in my hotel, and I know I totally got off subject, but I'm going to say why I'm off the subject, going to say. In my hotel, you could walk up the stairs. There was a banana tree down the center of the stairs with real bananas hanging on. I'm looking like, this is absolutely amazing. So I said all that to say, when these tariffs come and we don't have fresh fruit, what are you going to do? When these tariffs come and we don't have eggs that are cheap anymore, $1.79, $1.99, what you going to do? When these tariffs come and prices go up for gas, because that's what's going to happen, what you going to do? When all of these big major corporations that you value so much and you want to be so much a part of have decided, like they're starting to do right now, that they're going to remove any kind of help to make you move up in the ranks. What are you going to do? You have no one to turn to but yourself. You don't have to wait for these things to happen. Get started right now. Find a tool, find an idea, sit down, look at the problems around you, create something that you own, something that will stabilize you and your family. If someone said to me, and I just like, bro, you got to be kidding me. I had a conversation with someone, and they were bragging. They were like excited. I make $100,000 a year, and I'm like, in a minute, that's nothing. And some people tell you right now, it's not like some kind of report said $100,000 is nothing hardly. But they were bragging like I make $100,000 because they didn't vote. So we was having this conversation. I was disgusted afterwards. And this somebody I care about. It's a good friend. I was disgusted. I was like, you didn't vote. Like, why wouldn't you vote? Like, you are all the person who's always trying to be some kind of activist. You didn't vote. Our ancestors fought for the right to vote, so I know I have the right. Well, you may not have a right next time. And you talking about I make $100,000, and it was ludicrous. I was like, oh my God, this is sickening. But there are people who feel like I'm good because I make $100,000, and maybe you are, maybe you live below your means. Maybe you are good, and I'm not knocking $100,000. But if that's you, then good. But if that's not you, do something different. Because nobody is coming to save you. Just saying. Learn how to create these tech tools for yourself. Don't you wish you would have came up with the idea for Netflix and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Google? I certainly do. I don't know about y'all. Hell, I wish I had some stock in it earlier. I got Amazon stock. Listen, Elon is in there. He's the co-president. I'm hoping he shoot Dogecoin to the moon, because I got me enough shares that I can sit right on top of the moon with the coin. Yes, I do. Yep. I hope he go in there and shoot it up to the moon. Shoot Doge up. That's the one thing he and I would shoot Dogecoin all the way up, Elon, as far as it'll go. If we can get up like Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is like $90,000 a share. Listen, I ain't mad at you. Shoot Doge right on up. Why? Because I got me some Doge coins. That's why. I got a little fraction of share of Bitcoin too, but it's not a lot. I want Doge to get up to like $1,000 a share. Oh my God in heaven. Some things gonna change. All right. If you want to read the full article, because the article is really long, I did a really long article. It's got call to actions. It's got, you know, financial reality for your future, the opportunity to lead in tech, addressing common concerns like I'm not tech savvy, I don't have enough money to start, I'm afraid of failing, all of that kind of crap. That's mindset. That's all on the website. So go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and click on tech, and you'll pull up because the article is real long, y'all. It's like really long. So I just gave y'all a brief of what the article was, because I just wanted you to have something to go on. I wanted to express to you the importance of being in control of your own life. And tech is leveling that playing field. And AI is making a huge dent and offering you so many opportunities. But if you keep your eyes closed and your ears closed and you just sit there and you think you're safe, you're not. Teachers aren't safe. Nobody is safe. I don't care what y'all say. Teachers aren't safe. Well, and I get it. They're going to have one teacher to teach emotional wellness, because the rest of that junk going to be taught by robots. You're going to go to your emotional wellness teacher so she can teach you and nurture you. But the rest of the classes, Miss Math teacher, you about to be put out of business. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tell y'all the truth. All right, so listen, I'm going to my last song. Then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Wake up, the sun's on the rise. Another day, another blue sky. Feet hit the floor, can't ignore the rhythm inside. Today's the day we're gonna fly high. Feel the pulse, it's the beat of your heart. Every step you take is a brand new start. Hold your head up and look to the light. Believe in yourself and shine so bright. Conviction, move with and let worries fade away. Laughing loud as the music plays. With conviction, we're here to stay. Rise like the waves on a sea of dreams. Flowing strong, nothing's as hard as it seems. Eyes on the horizon where hopes are new. Every beat brings a chance to renew. Conviction, move with your soul. Dance to your dreams, let the good times roll. Oh, lift up your hands, catch the breeze. Spin around, set your spirit free. Turn it up, let the rhythm guide. Every twist, every turn, feel alive. With conviction, there's no end in sight. Together we're dancing through the night. Conviction, move with your soul. Dance to your dreams, let the good times roll. Oh, lift up your hands, catch the breeze. Spin around, feel the freedom seas. Conviction is the fire inside. Together we dance on this joyous ride. Turn it up, let the rhythm guide. Every twist, every turn, feel alive. Laughing loud as the music plays. With conviction, we're here to stay. Rise like the waves on a sea of dreams. Flowing strong, nothing's as hard as it seems. Eyes on the horizon where hopes are new. Every beat brings a chance to renew. Together we're dancing through the night. Turn it up, let the rhythm guide. Every twist, every turn, feel alive. With conviction, there's no end in sight. Together we're dancing through the night. Together we're dancing through the night. Turn it up, let the rhythm guide. Every twist, every turn, feel alive. With conviction, there's no end in sight. Together we're dancing through the night. Conviction, move with your soul. Dance to your dreams, let the good times roll. Oh, lift up your hands, catch the breeze. Spin around, feel the freedom seas. Feel the freedom seas. Conviction is the fire inside. Together we dance on this joyous ride.
Welcome back, welcome back. You know it's funny? I'm sitting here listening to the song right now. I've listened to these songs before, but there's like both of those songs had like a pause in there. I'm like, is it over? Now, if I was a software owner of that software, that is a bug that would have to be fixed, right? Now, mind you, until somebody report the bug, which I didn't report the bug because I'm just paying attention. Until somebody reports that bug, I don't know there's a bug. So I'm sitting there collecting my $10, which is what I pay for Suno, which I love Suno. I'm paying my 10, I'm getting collecting $10 until somebody tell me, hey, it's a glitch. Now I gotta go tell them it's a glitch. And then they'll go fix it. Nobody gonna fix it because I'm paying them $10 a month, and me and millions of other folks, which means they're probably making 10 million a month, right? Why wouldn't they fix it? You know why? Because they own an AI SaaS company that makes music. That could be you. You could clone them. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all something. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. But anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go. You want to know more about what I'm doing? Go to aifounders.biz and be a part of the community. All right. Yeah, check that out. All right, here's my inspiration for the day. I gotta go. Do you know what my favorite part of the game is? The opportunity to play. Oh, let me say it again because somebody missed it. I'm a big sports person, right? And you can see the guys on the sideline. They wait for the coach to put them in. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Basketball, football, whatever it is. The best part of the game is the opportunity to play. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to tell coach to put you into this AI game. You could put yourself in. You ain't got to sit on the sideline. Coach, put me in. Coach, put. You ain't got to say that. All you gotta do is grab the ball and jump in. That's it. because that's the best part of the game. And it's exciting because it's a lot of us creating stuff. It's a lot of us creating stuff right now. It's a whole community of everywhere, all over the United States, all over the world, creating amazing things. You ain't got to wait for coach to put you in. Jump in. Move your fear to the side. Get rid of your limiting beliefs. Get rid of the fear of, I can't do it. I don't have enough money. Listen, some of those tools are $20 a month that could create you millions. That $20. ChatGPT is $20 a month. I use ChatGPT every single day for something. Research, writing, artwork, every day. I use a bunch of different tools. So you don't have to wait. Jump into the game. It's your time to play. It's your time to get off the bench. Get off the bench. Get yourself off the bench. It's your time. You ain't got to wait for coach to put you in. Just jump off the bench and go. So all I got for you today, you could have been anywhere in the world, but spend the last 50 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Hey, listen, if you missed the episode of the show, excuse me, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and click on podcast. You can listen to all the episodes right there. Also, be sure to read the article. This is a very long article, but if you click on tech, you can see the whole article. You can read the entire thing there. Also, be sure to share the show with a friend. We are in some crazy times. Don't be left behind. Stabilize you and your family by leveraging all of the things that I talk about here on the show. Whether it's business or technology or a combination of the two, leverage them for your own good, for your own benefit. I'm giving away the gems for you to take them and run with them. Because here's the thing, I'm running with mine. I ain't waiting for coach to put me in. I'm already in the game. As a matter of fact, I'm a coach. Hey, I'm your coach. So anyway, speaking of coach, if you want to know more about AI Founders Network, go to aifounders.biz, aifounders.biz to find out more about our network and our community there. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to talk about business. So be sure to subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode of the show. Download the show, subscribe to it, make sure you listen to it on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. All right, I'll be back again tomorrow. You guys stay safe out there. Time, my friends. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney. If you missed an episode, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com for past episodes and local news. Do us a favor and click the link in the description to support the show for just $5.99 a month and share it with a friend.